What's up, you guys? This is your boy Mookie from the Team Mookie Show. Listen, if you're new to this channel, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. So I just need everybody to do that. So please, while you can. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I'm almost up to, I say, 300 subscribers. I'm almost there. So I just need everybody to please do that. Just subscribe and share the channel. Help at least get your boy up to at least about, I say, at least about 500 subscribers. You know, So today we are going to be talking about free will. Does God give people free will and free choices in life? You know, and the reason why I want to talk about it because it's so many different beliefs. Hey Joy, good to see you. Uh Listen, the reason why I want to talk about it, and I'm going to drop the link for those who want to come on and make sure you share this live and share and bring some people on here if you don't mind. If you're new to the channel, like I said, subscribe. I'm almost up to 300. So I just need everybody to subscribe and help me at least to get about at least 500. I got a couple of long way to go to get 1,000. At least help me get at least 500 so I can get there. But today we are going to be talking about free will. Free will. We're going to be talking about free will, and the reason why I want to talk about it because we as the people in our culture, you know, we are forced our religions. You got people that will force their religions based on what they believe and what they've been taught. You know, everybody ain't been, well, let me just put it like this. Everybody is not the same when it comes to belief and different denominations. Everybody don't believe the same way. That's why I tell people when you have conversations, you can agree to disagree. You don't have to agree with everything. It's just like certain stuff people do on these YouTube streets. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to go along with it because that is your right. That's your free will. Now, do I believe in free will? Yes, I do. Do God give people free will and free choices or what decisions in life what they want to make? Absolutely. Everybody has their own will choices. You can't make people to believe the way you believe. And I think that when it comes to, I just hate to say this, but I'm just speaking this in general. When it comes to, because I'm an African American black person myself, but when it comes to the black culture, people will get so biased on what we believe and not see what other folks believe. And if somebody believes something totally different, we lose it. You get what I'm saying? We lose it, you know. And you don't have to always agree with somebody else's belief. Because there's people that believe in God, there's people that don't believe in God. There's people that believe that homosexuality is right, and there's people that don't believe in homosexuality is right. You get what I'm saying? There's people that believe in abortion. There's people that don't believe in it. You get what I'm saying? There's people feel like it's okay for two men, two women to be married. There's some people don't believe in it. You know, everybody has free will. God gives people free will and free choices of what role you should choose. You know, and I don't take that away from anybody because when it comes to us and our culture, we some of the most judgmental folks. I'm just gonna say it. I am gonna say it, and I'm not gonna bite my tongue. We can be so judgmental. People can be so judgmental, and especially in the church, people will pick and choose to beat folk up with scripture, and some people will take the scripture and misinterpret it and try to make it what they believe and what they feel. Sometimes they'll try to add to the scripture. They'll try to add to certain stuff that's not in the Bible. You get what I'm saying? You know, and some stuff that people try to add, it ain't even in there. Like they will say, you know, some of these preachers will say, you know, if you go bowling, that's a sin. You go movie, that's a sin. You go this, that's a, you go to this person's house and you stay all night, that's a sin. You can't be hanging around with this person. You can't be doing this, can't be doing that. That's religious. There is a difference. There is a big difference between being religious and knowing, you know, the word for yourself. And what I'm looking at in this society, our culture is one of the most judgmental and religious folks that we could ever see in our life. You fall short, people get to judge you. And the Bible says, judge not lest he be judged. So the Greek word of judge means to find fault, to criticize, to sow discord, to backbite, to gossip. You judging somebody and you don't even know what the hell they didn't even gone through. You get what I'm saying? You don't know what type of pain they bearing. You don't know what type of situations they have gone through they have went through. So you just gonna find fault anyway and just judging them, digging up their past life, talking about what broken relationships they used to be in. Yeah, you used to be with West McCollum, and that didn't last long. And you used to be with this person, and that didn't last long. You need to focus on you. You need to do this. And half of the people that judge you got the biggest mess going on in their house. So everybody has free will. You can't make people believe. You got to realize and understand. You can't not make people believe the way you believe. If somebody now this is me speaking in general. If somebody choose to have a girlfriend, that's their free will. You get what I'm saying? You can't take that away. That's their right. You got couples that's married, been separated for a long time, broken up to the point where they feel like they can't do it no more. So they didn't got somebody else that loved them. They got somebody else that treat them right. It may not look right to other people, but that's their right. That's their free will. That's their choice. Everybody has a choice in life. You can't make people believe the way you believe. Just because you believe this way, that don't mean everybody else gonna believe the same way. You know, I don't understand this world culture now. We feel like we wanna just be so biased and make people believe the way we believe in it, and all this type of stuff. Everybody got a right to believe whatever they want to believe. If you want to be Baptist, Apostolic, uh, what they call Presbyterian, Seventh Day Adventist, whatever denomination you choose to be. If you want to be gay, straight, whatever you be, that's your choice. That is your choice. God give people free will. Choose you this day who you gonna serve. I believe that wholeheartedly. That's what the Bible says. You cannot make people to believe the way it's just like this election. It's just like this election. There are people that voted for Kamala Harris. There are people that was against her and they voted for Republican. Now, here's where the division comes in. If somebody vote Republican or vote Democrat, we ready to tear folks down. Oh, so you vote for somebody that believes in abortion. You vote for somebody that against against uh American people. Everybody has a right. I mean, you can't take people right away from them. You know, it's just like if a young man grown, a young woman is grown, 18 or 21, and they choose to live a life with a boy, choose to move, and they didn't graduate and get out the house and starting them a whole new life, and they just moving and they already jumped in the relationship and started to have a life. That is their choice. I had to tell my son, I said, if everybody has a constitutional right, if you feel like you want to just jump in a relationship and move with the person the next day or 2 weeks later, that's your choice. See, people don't want to talk about stuff like this because we feel like we can bypass stuff like this. There's people that don't even believe in God, but that's their choice. That's their right. People has a right to believe and feel whatever they want to feel. There's people that I have talked to that don't even believe in hell. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. But do I agree with the individual? No, because I do believe there is a heaven and I do believe there is a hell. I do believe there is judgment day. And we all gonna have to face judgment when they come. But I understand where people come from. Everybody belief is not the same. I had a cousin right now. People was going against him because he told the folk it wasn't no hell. He told the folk, and everybody got to just talking about him and instead of picking up that's what we don't want to do on social media. We'll take one little clip what somebody say, and then we'll run with it instead of looking at the whole thing and looking at the big picture of the situation. We take one little half of stuff and run with it. We don't see things from a biblical perspective. We take stuff and run with it. Look, let me take a half of a clip, and we'll take itsy bitsy part and just run with it. Oh, ooh, did you hear this? Oh, look at this T. Look what he just said. Look what she said. And that's how division start. And half of this stuff don't even be the devil. It be people. It be people. It be people. When I sit there and I talk to my cousin, I and I begin to listen to him, and he begin to say, "Cuz half of these Christian people, they don't even believe in hell. Half of these folk, they don't believe in hell." He said, "Look how they live it, and look what they doing." He said, "If you think about it, if you tell 99% of the black culture of the churches they going to hell for what they doing, they gonna tell you no." He said, "But they believe in the lake of fire. But they judging one another. They talking about one another. They stabbing each other's in the back. But none of them don't believe they going. But they preaching about holiness 1 minute, but screwing in the hotel room and cheating on their wives. But none of them don't believe they going. But they'll damn everybody else. But they don't believe they going." He said, "But they'll take a backslider or a sinner that's not in the church, that don't know nothing about church or don't know nothing about God, and they'll cast them in hell." And that's his argument, where he was coming from. And one of my brothers told my cousin, "I don't agree." He said, "It's not whether you agree or not." He said, "Is what I'm saying is true." And they was like, "Well, it is what you believe." He said, "It ain't what I believe, is what I know." He said, "I've studied, I've dug, I've researched the Bible for myself, and I'm telling you, a lot of people don't believe what they say they believe. They take stuff out of content, they take stuff out of order, and they try to interpretate it and try to make it the way they want it to fit it." That's why you got a lot of division going on now, because people twist stuff in the church, twist things. Got people that don't believe in women preachers. Got some of them that don't believe in it. I mean, that's their free will. That's their choice. One preacher said if he see a woman preaching in the pulpit, he walking out. He said he getting the hell out of there. That's what he said. God give people the free will and free choices. You cannot make. Let me say this: a pastor's job, evangelist's job, a preacher's job, a bishop's job, a saint's job. Your job is to minister to people and to pray for the burdens that are hurting, not to be biased and judgmental and worried about what they doing in their house, worried about who they done brought in, and or who you got staying with you, and who is this individual, and who is that. I can't believe that you brought this person in it. Come on now. Come on now. Your job is to minister and pray. And even if the Bible said if you see your brothers and sisters falling, you're supposed to restore them. You're supposed to restore them. He didn't tell you to go run your mouth and go talk about them real bad to the next individual. That's why people don't go to church. And should I blame people for stop going? No. Some people feel like they ain't never coming back until their heart is ready. Until God prick their heart. They not gonna go because you tell them to go. You better do like what Peter said in Acts chapter 2, verses 41 and 42, when Jesus told them, many of them testify other words, save yourself. Untowards this generation, you better save yourself and stop worrying about everybody else. And I think that is the problem. What we think we got past that scripture, but we haven't. We not saving ourselves. We worrying about everybody else's. Well, the truth be told, we got to save our own soul, because at the end of the day, when we die and leave this world, ain't nobody in that box but us. Our mother's not with us. Our father's not going to go back with us. We the only one that's going to be in that box. And when we stand before God in judgment, He's going to judge us according to what we do to folks and how we act, how we treat people. Preachers, pastors don't have no heaven, no hell to put nobody in. They can preach the message, but they can't put you in no heaven and no hell. Because at the end of the day, God got the last record. God knows that person that made it right or not. He knows. It's same way with a relationship. People ask me, do God give people free will in relationships? Absolutely. People can be whoever they want to be, white, black, Mexican, Chinese, whoever they choose to be with. That is their free will. You cannot make people do what you want them to do. You got to learn and understand that everybody is not going to believe the way you believe. Just because you believe this way, that don't mean everybody else going to believe the same. My Lord. Why she with this person? Why she with this person? She just broke up with so and so, so and so. So now she going with somebody else. Why is you fixing your mouth worrying about what everybody else doing? Worry about yourself. That's why I don't believe people always, and I know people gonna get mad when I say this. I really just started to believe that people is really not saving. They really not doing what the Bible say do. They not doing what that scripture say, save yourself. Because if they is trying to save themselves, they wouldn't be been too busy being busybody, worrying about everybody else's or what's going on in their natural life. I'm speaking truth. And make sure y'all hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Please share. Share this live. Because I'm talking good. And this needs to be addressed, because a lot of people feel like, oh, God don't give people free will and free choices. God give people choices and free will whatever they choose to do in life. If somebody want to jump in and move with the individual, that's their right. I just feel like we should be having our mouth to fix and say nothing about nobody. Period. God give people free will and free choices to believe what they want to believe and to do whatever they want to do. You know, just because you believe this way, that don't mean the next person believe this way. My daddy told me one time, he said, you can have a group of a lot of denomination churches and preachers and get them in a group of meeting and have a come to Jesus moment. That means everybody sitting at the table, these bishops, these pastors, he said they all and saints is going to believe something totally different. Everybody is not going to believe the way you believe. You got churches that believe in smoking weed. You got people that is okay to party. That's their free will. That's their free choices. You can't stop people from choosing what they want to choose. God gave them the choice. Well, I don't understand. You mean to tell me he moving with this individual, he moving with that individual, he doing this and she doing that. She just got out of a relationship, so now she with another dude. So he got out of a relationship, now he with another woman. This and then the third. Now they living together. This then the third, and all this type of stuff, and boom, 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 and all this. So you mean to tell me this, that, and the third, and people just fix their mouth and saying this and saying that? Listen, everybody has a right to do what they want to do. That is their business. That's why a lot of people. My grandmama told me something, and this one thing you should know about me. I'm funny. I'm passionate. I have a good, kind heart, and I'm a lovable man. And I'm a man of wisdom. I'm a man of praying, but I'm also don't judge. And she told me something. She said, with your compassions that you have, you draw so many people just by having a good heart. She said, you know how to hear people out without judging them. She said, I don't care whether they gay, straight, you don't judge. You pray for them. And most time you hear them out. He said, I never seen you backbiting, gossiping to other people because you're not a drama person. You're not that. You know, and I'm not. I have always been a man, and anybody that know me personally, and I'm talking about talk to me every single day, will tell you I have a heart and I have a patience. I don't judge nobody. You tell me something behind the scene, I'm just gonna pray for you and keep it to myself because I don't do all that drama stuff. I don't. It's just like this YouTube street stuff going on. People got free will to go and make amends whoever they want to make amends with. You may feel some type of way in your heart about it, but that's people's choices. People got a right to be back friends and be back cool. Because the truth be told, the way this world is going now, it's time to life is too short to fall out over petty stuff. I'm gonna say that again. Life is too short to be falling out over petty stuff. So yes, God give people the free will and free choices. Everybody got free choices, even just like if you do YouTube. You got a right to talk about whoever you want to talk about on your channel. You can't tell somebody and dictate somebody how to run their channel, how to run their platform. It's just like if you go to somebody's house and somebody tell you and you getting ready to go in your own kitchen and make you something to eat, the individual busts out and tell you, hey man, what you doing in the kitchen? Don't be cooking nothing right now. You gonna be looking like, nigga, is you out your damn mind? This is my house. You don't tell me what I can't do in my house. I pay the bills here. And then if they can't respect that, then you tell them to leave. So this the same way with social media. You cannot tell people how to run their own platform because you don't pay their phone bill. See, this is the problem with our culture. We try to dictate and tell people what they can and cannot do. That is not your right to do. You have a right to say what you want to say, but you can't dictate people and tell people how they should run their channel and what they should and should not talk about, what story they should do on, what story they should cover. And I know I'm telling the truth because I see this stuff happening on social media. And then they want to blame it on the devil. No, it ain't the devil, it's yourself. Just blaming everything on the devil. Or the devil causing this, the devil causing that. It's yourself. You need to look within yourself. Because the devil can't make you do nothing. He can't put no gun to your head and tell you what you can and cannot do. You got a choice. And if you see somebody monk up and mess up, pray for them. I mean, if you correct somebody, do it in love. And if they don't receive it, leave them alone. Release them. Don't go back and forth with them. If you did your part, let me talk to the people that understand. Don't feel bad and don't let the enemy beat you upside your head because you didn't do your part to make you feel like you didn't do what you're supposed to do that's right. If you did your part and that person is not receiving it, go in peace. I don't give a care if you repented to them. Because sometimes people will try to make you feel doubt within yourself just because you didn't do it the way, ooh, thank you, Jesus. You didn't do it the way they want you to do it. So they get to slandering you. They get to talking about you. They get to criticizing you. They start saying stuff to you. I know y'all don't like this, but this is true. Because I really want I'm talking like this because it's happening in our nation. It's happening in our world. Soon as you get to repent to somebody and know good well you didn't done wrong to them, but you still want to do it in the kindness of your heart because you want your heart to be pure. You want to make it into heaven. But you got people that will still spin the narrative instead of saying, okay, I receive what you're saying. They'll try to make you feel bad. Hey, Chubbs, you going live today, sis? Let me know if you going live today. Cause I cut my live short and you know I'm a supporter of you. That's my friend. But God gives people the free will and free choices. And what I'm saying is you cannot make people believe the way you believe. Everybody else believes things totally different. You get what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Everybody believes things totally different. And sis, I just want to encourage you. I'm glad you in here because I just want to encourage you, man. Just chill, just stay focused. Just stay focused. Just stay focused. You did what you did. You did your part. You did what you supposed to do. Sometimes you can only do so much to a person with a person. You can give them so much advice. You can tell them what they should do. You know, the reason why I'm talking about it because I've been through it. There were times that I done gave folks and told folks to stop doing what they doing. And I'm the type of person, if I tell you something one time, that's it. And if you don't receive it, that's you. I'm not going to repeat myself. You got your own mind and you grown and your own mindset and you want to do what you want to do it. But don't call me and complaining to me and tell me nothing. When I done gave you what I done told you to do. But some people, they get so stuck up in their own mindset, they feel like they right. And I know people don't want to talk about stuff like this. That's where the division comes in. And most time it don't be the devil. It be people spreading division. Because once you try to tell them something that's right in love, and they got it in their own mind. See, a real individual is not going to keep constantly repeating themselves and telling you. It's just like if you got a child and you tell your child, don't go in the refrigerator. You already ate. You done told them one time. My grandpa was the type of man, he said something one time. One time. I never will forget. My uncle tried to drive the car without any insurance. Now, this is a funny story. I never will forget. I was a little boy. My granddaddy looked at my uncle, and you know, he was some country folk that wore them pants jacked up to his stomach. And he was like, boy, you don't need to be driving that damn car, boy, unless you get some insurance there. And my uncle like, oh, daddy, you can't tell me what to do. I'm grown. I just got married. I'm grown. So I can do what I want to do. You can't tell me what to do. But mind you, he was still in granddaddy's house. And granddaddy said, he didn't say sweet potato pie. He said, wait till I get through eating this sweet potato pie. And I'm going to tell your ass how you feel about that car. I'm thinking in my mind, my uncle was finna knock my granddaddy out. My grandpa got up and beat my uncle to death. And you know what my grandmama said? Nothing. The only time she said something when I was getting ready to go to the bathroom and she told Grandpa, Willie, you didn't have to hit him all in the damn head now. He said every time he gets smart and he want to try to throw a left hook, I jab the shit out of him. You get what I'm saying? Old folk didn't play. They said something one time. And if you didn't get anybody know what I'm talking about, if you know that's how old folk is, you can rest assured they did not repeat themselves because they're not gonna keep telling you the same thing over and over. They tell you something one time, that's it. So I'm saying to you, Chevy, you did your part. You didn't do nothing wrong. You're an honest person. You admit what you did. You know, uh, just go in peace. Go in peace. Go in peace. You know, and that's my advice to you. I started to tell you that on your panel, but I was so tired and I was wore out, you know, watching these children and putting my niece and things to sleep and coming home and getting prepared for the holiday coming up, cooking for Thanksgiving and everything coming up. You know, I wanted to tell you that, but it just slipped my mind. But I'm telling you, you know, now, you know, sometimes when you can only do so much for a person, and then eventually you just gonna get tired. And sometimes that's when your peace will come in. That's when your peace will come in. That's why you don't see me going back and forth in it. Now, is it entertainment? Absolutely. It's entertainment. But is it worth it? You have to ask yourself that. Is it worth me doing? Because what we failed to realize, 2025 is almost here. And this is the question that I want to ask every content creator. Are you willing to go forward, to love people from a distance, and start a new you? That's the question. Are you willing to dwell on going back and forth with niggas that don't even make sense, that don't even lose worth the time of your sleep, don't even pay your bills, your rent, or you want to keep going back and forth? See, these are the choices that we have to make. Do I believe God give people free will and free choices? Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody has their own mind. Everybody has a right to believe the way they believe. Every church is not the same. There are churches that I know that preach the doctrine of inclusion. That means once saved, always saved. Saved to never be lost. That no matter what you do, the finished work of Calvary, Jesus paid it all. Your sins is washed away. That means if a person is screwing in the church, their sins is still washed away. That means they believe in heaven, but they don't believe in hell. That's Calvinism. That means once saved, always saved, saved to never be lost. No matter what you do wrong, you still go to heaven. If you lie, you go to heaven. If you cheat, you go to heaven. You do evil, no matter what you do, you still go to heaven. Because everything is passive. Does God give people free will, free choice? Absolutely. People has a right to believe whatever they want to believe. People have a right to do whatever they want to do in life. You cannot stop people believing the way you see. This is what I just hate to say this, and I'm not trying to be funny, but this is need to be said. When it comes to our culture, we pick and choose to beat folks up with certain words, then rather look at our own self. Somebody can say they going Republican. We'll have a fit. But that's their choice. Somebody say you going Democrat. Wait, so you vote for somebody that they believe in abortion. Okay, that's their right. That's their free will. That's their choice. You cannot stop people believing the way you believe. Everybody is not going to believe the same way. If people choose to take a drink, that's their free will. They choose to party, turn up. That is their choice. If certain people have open marriages and want to have open relationship, they seeing different people, and that is their free will. You may not like it, but that is what they do. You can't take other people's right and what they come to agreement on. Now, do I believe in open relationships and open marriage? No. And I know I don't care who get mad at me, trolls will come on here. I don't care. I don't believe it. Because I believe marriage is supposed to be sacred. I believe your relationship is supposed to be sacred. It's supposed to be respectful. I believe once you tell each other you love each other, that's your vibe. And the only way you break that vow is let her outside run her inside. Unless you do something that you ain't got no business doing. Period. I know y'all may not like what I'm saying, but this is the truth. Well, I'm grown. How dare you say you don't agree with the open relationship? Because it's not right. If you're going to be with a person, be with them. And I'm finna mess up now. And sometimes when people have open relationship, that can become the biggest problem. The biggest problem. Because now you done open up a door for another situation and another individual to come to take your man or to take your woman. So now you jealous. Now you feel some type of way. But you can't feel no type of way if you came to agreement with your woman. You got to think for what you say. And fathers have free wills too. But I'm going to say this. You got a right to feel now I'm talking to the brothers now. I'm talking to the brothers now. You got a right to feel the way you want to feel, do whatever you want to do. But let me tell you something. If you got a child, no matter what the situation is, take care of your children. Take care of your children. Just because you got a problem with the baby mama doesn't mean you got to neglect your child. It shouldn't just have to take a woman just raising a child by itself. The father have to do his part. A woman should not have to make no man and twist his arm and tell him to take care of his children. Oh, ain't nobody ain't saying nothing now, but that's okay. I know I'm telling the truth because that's where the division comes in. Well, and some of these men, they'll put it slick on you too. Cause when you tell them you don't want to be with them no more, the first thing they'll say is when you gonna come see the kid. They will say, they mom tell you, when you gonna come see the baby? When you gonna come take care of him? When you gonna come spend time or buy him something? Some of these baby daddy will say, well, all the way I come see him if you let me back in the picture. No, it don't work like that. Because once the damage is done, the damage is done. You can't take it back. If you done something that you ain't got no business doing, it's done. You can forgive a person and be co-parents from a distance. You can't make a woman want to be with you. You can't make a man want to be with you. Well, I got somebody else. All I just want you to do is take care of your child. Well, I'm not taking care of the child then. Well, see, that's where you mess up. That's when child support start coming in. And then you get men get so nervous and scared. That's why half of some of these men out here is still boys. Some of them ain't even men no more. Some of them is still boy because they ain't been taught how to be a man. And even if they did try to get some teaching, they wouldn't listen. Same way with some women is still girls. You could have a breast or whatever you call All that stuff, you can grow titties and all that stuff, but they don't make you no woman. Or I'm telling the truth. What makes you a woman is how you carry yourself, how you have respect for yourself. Because folk ain't gonna never respect you if you don't respect yourself. Old mother tell you you gotta treat your man right. Don't disregard him. Don't disrespect him. Then you get mad. You start talking out of the head and cussing. She tell you something right and you don't want to listen. Same way with the man. Father tell you something to do something right. Now I ain't trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Okay, that's how you ain't gonna learn that. You ain't gonna never get nowhere. Cause don't you know everything you do, your child gonna pick up, and that can become a curse. So everybody has different beliefs. Everybody has different choices in life of what they want to do. That's right. Take care of your kids, even if you're not with the woman. Take care of your kids. Everybody has free will and free choices to do whatever they want to do. Everybody has a right to talk about whatever they want to talk about on their platform. If they feel like they want to read an individual, that's their free choices. If they feel like they want to roast and gag them, that's their free choices. Because sometimes people can't take you there. People will get you out of your character and they will make you go off because that's what they want you to do. Now I know what I'm saying is true. Charles, I'm gonna make you a moderator on here. So everybody has free will and free choices to do whatever they want to do in life. You cannot make people to believe the way you believe, to do whatever you want them to do. Everybody got a right to talk about people. Everybody got a right to roast and gag whoever they want to do. That's their right. That's their free will. If people want to just join the individual and just laugh at the stuff that they say, that's their right. Everybody has right. I can't tell people how to run their platform. I can't tell people how to do what they want to do. You know, I can't tell people that. Everybody has their own mindset. And you got to realize that. So, God bless everybody. I hope y'all enjoying this live. And make sure y'all hit that like button. And make sure y'all subscribe and share this channel. Some stuff is not worth it. Like the beefing going back and forth. I said this on, I believe I said this a couple of days ago when I was talking about this stuff. I said this going back and forth stuff ain't even worth it. Now, if you roasting and gagging and just joning people on here, that's different. But going back and forth, 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 back and forth. No, no, no. That it's not worth it. Now you got a free will to do whatever you want to do. And I tell people that. So y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe. If you didn't, please share it to all content creators, everybody that didn't subscribe to the channel. So I got two channels now. I got this channel and I got Mookie 2K25. So I got both channels. So if you go on my community feed, you can subscribe to both of them. So I got a backup channel too. But I hope y'all enjoying this live, and I hope y'all very appreciate it. Now, tomorrow, Thursday, I won't be on. Friday, I might want to be on a Saturday either. Probably come back on next week. Next week. But that's what I want to talk about. And let me say this: we as people of God gotta start supporting each other. We gotta start loving on each other, sharing each other out. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Whether they big numbers or small numbers. And sometimes people only come for the because they want to hear the tea. Sometimes folk are only coming because they want drama and they want to see mess that's going on. And that should not be. Everybody should have love for everybody. Because what if that person dies and leaves here and them individuals don't make it back? You know? Everybody we have to learn how, hey, Bam, good to see you. I've seen you going live. I've been enjoying your live. Lord have mercy, you be going in. You be going in. I tell you, these folk that you be going in on, Lord have mercy. Lord, I tell you, you got it. You got it, girl. You got it. You got it. I'm telling you. You got it. See, it's been a long time. See, a lot of people been asking me when I'm gonna start doing my comedies and stuff back. I told them I let them know soon, very soon. I just choose to shift my content and start talking about other things because it's more to it than just beefing on YouTube. It's a lot of stuff that you can actually talk about. You know, I know, but you know what? Sometimes, man, people will bring you out of your character. They will try to bring you out of your character. That's why I was telling Chubbs just now for the situation that she had go on. If you did everything that you supposed to do, go in peace. Because you can only do so much. You can only tell a person so much. And it's up to their mindset whether they want to receive it or not. If they don't want to receive it and they got a mind and they want to be stubborn and like a jackass and do whatever they want to do, that's on them. That's when you go in peace. And if they get caught in certain situations, that's not your problem because you gave them advice. You did what you supposed to do. But you know what, man? People would take you out of your character. When you try to ignore folks, they will take you out of your character. Let me tell you the best thing to do. When you see people talking shit about you, don't watch them. Don't even look at them because when you look at them, it'll get you triggered. I tell people, once you watch these haters, they want to try to trigger you. And they feel like they can get you out of your character because they can say stuff so you can just go out because they like that. And half of some of you folk be talking about, so, well, I don't watch these individuals. Stop that damn line. You watch them. You watch them. You watch them. I'm sick of all these so-called content creators saying these damn bullshit. Now I'm going there now. I'm sick of people saying that stuff, talking about they don't watch folks, but they sit up there, be looking at the shit, and then they want to tell folks that, well, I don't watch them, but I was told so and so. Who told you? Make it make sense. Come on now, but you don't watch them. But you repeating everything what you heard. And that's why I don't, right, Bam, right. Because most times, me personally, I don't look at them. Some people tell me, well, so and so talking about you. I'm like, oh, see, I'm a real man. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in January the 24th. My birthday, yes, I'm Aquarius. I'll be 38 in January. I don't pay attention to stupid, ignorant, jackass people that don't got a life. That's just me. That's just me. Somebody told me, well, so and so was talking about you, man. She was talking shit about you. He was talking shit. I'm like, okay. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna? I'm gonna take my ass right back to sleep because I don't care what people say. They don't wake me up in the morning. They don't put food on my table. They don't pay my bills. None of that shit. I do not care what folks say on these social media. They can make up lies, they can say shit. I don't care. I don't get triggered because I'm real like that. When people say stuff, I just laugh at it. And sometimes I just throw it back on them and just join them. That's why most some of these content creators ain't nothing but pussies. I'm just gonna say it. You talk about everybody, but as soon as somebody starts talking about you, oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. Soon somebody start dragging what you doing, it's a problem. Period. Or you doxing and pulling up people's deceased family, but as soon somebody do it to you, oh, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of your bitch ass. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. But it wasn't no problem when you was doing it. It wasn't no problem when you was taking content. It wasn't no problem when you was going around making up false narratives and lies. See, people want to play the blame game, and I'm learning this. A lot of these people on these YouTube streets want to play the blame game. They feel like they have not done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. But want to be victim and play victimized. A lot of these people, some of these folks on these YouTube that doing all this doxing and stuff ain't no damn victim. I'm just gonna say it. And I didn't mean to go this way, but I just had to let this out and be known. But do I believe people have free will and free choices to talk about whoever they want to talk about? You can't tell a person how to run their own platform the way they run. They're just like somebody coming in your house and telling you, hey man, don't put your feet on their couch. You're gonna be like, man, what the hell you talking about? This is my house. I do what I want to do. Come on now. People gotta stop telling folk how to run their own platform. However people run their platform, that's their right. You know, that is their right. Just like I was saying earlier, God give people free will and free choices. People have a choice on YouTube to talk about whatever they want to talk about. The only reason why I ain't going back and forth with a lot of these individuals because it's childish. It's childish. I ain't finna find myself beeping for the rest of my whole damn life on these YouTube streets, and then we going into a whole new year. Come on now. And let me say this too. There are some people, I got a strange feeling in my spirit. There are some people, now you watch when I tell you, there are some people that are going to go in peace, but there's others that's still going to bring your name up into a whole new year. You watch when I tell you, some people going to take the same stuff that they did from this year, they're going to bring it to the next year. And you thinking in your mind that you going in peace, you got peace now, but they don't have peace because they want to find something to talk about. Now, y'all watch when I tell you. Watch when I tell you by the end of this year, going to 2025, watch when I tell you. Watch. You watch. The hell? I'm being honest with y'all. Y'all hit that like button. And if I can get everybody to share this channel, at least get your boy up to 500 subscribers. I'm almost up to 300. So y'all do that for me. Bam, I might have to make you a moderator on here, Bam. You and Chubbs. Once I get off here. But I just don't understand it. Soon as you tell somebody what they done, oh, they want to try to talk over you. And I'm gonna go back to what I'm saying, but I just had to bring that out. You know, everybody has a right to do what they want to do on their platform. Everybody has a right to do and say what they want to say. I cannot make you do whatever you want to do. You want to talk about this person and drag this person because of what they done, that's your choice. That's your free will. That's your right. But I'm not going to do it because it's child. And people need to stop trying to convince other people to say, well, I feel like you didn't do enough dragging on this individual and this and that. If a person feel like they ready to go in on the individual, they'll do it on their time. They're not going to do it on your time. But if they want to walk away and say, no, I'm not going to do it because you want me to do it, you know, I'm going to go in peace. I'm going to enjoy life. Because I had asked the individual on the other YouTube channel, what are you gaining out of this? What are you gaining? Like you gotta really ask yourself, is it worth it? Like, is it really worth it of doing? And some of y'all that missed it, I talked about a whole lot of stuff. And y'all can go back and replay it and look at it. What are you gaining? Is it worth it of doing? Or is it to the point where you just gonna go back and forth? That's why I was telling Chuck, there's nothing wrong with going in peace by yourself. Because the more you walk away, the higher your blessing will go. And sometimes you don't have to see the only people will talk about you because they want their numbers so bad. They want numbers so badly. They don't have nothing else to talk about. They want to talk about other people's personal life. That's why you got to be careful. And I said this on the other live. 9 times out of 10, when you talk to certain people behind the scene, be careful how you tell your business, because once you fall out with an individual, they will take that stuff and use it against you. They will use it against you. And you can get on there and break down, well, I can't believe you said all this. Well, you should have been opening up your mouth. I know sometimes you need a friend, like that song say off a Toy Story, you got a friend in me. I know sometimes you want a friend, but everybody you associate ain't your friend. Some people is just snakes, and you gotta guard your heart. People want to be beefing and stuff, man. This stuff is, to me, I feel like it's childish. Some folks holding stuff in from 5 or 6 years ago and still want to keep going on with it. Just bitter. I ain't never seen so many bitter people in all the days of my life. Some folks gonna end up in their grave being bitter. I'm not letting it go. I'm not leaving. I mean, you don't have to let stuff go if you don't want to, but you got to be careful because there's consequences behind it. And God will put consequences on you when you do stuff. Whatever you do and you sow, that's what you're going to reap. That's what you're going to reap. And I'm serious. So y'all like, subscribe, favorite. Please do that. And I'm almost through. Y'all hit the Cash App if y'all want to. I don't know if y'all can see it on the stream, y'all. The Cash App is $ Mookie the Man Brown 30. That's the Cash App name. $Mookie the Man Brown 30. I ain't gonna be on this thing. I think I'd have been long enough. I thought Chubbs or somebody was going live, but you know, but everything you do is a consequence. How you treat people, what you do, what you say. You can't always have things going the way you want it to go. You get what I'm saying? You have to treat people right, love people. Even if you feel like in your new year you want to love people from a distance, that's fine. That's Don't you know that's where your peace come in? I tell my son, I said, you got heart issues and you can't be fooling with people and keep trying to press yourself and push yourself and tell people what they should and shouldn't do. Because at the end of the day, people gonna do what they want to do. And sometimes you gotta let folk learn the hard way. You gotta let folk learn. If you after you done all, like Donnie McClurkin wrote a song, say, after you done all you can, stand. After you did what you done did, you gotta stand for yourself. That's where your peace comes in. That's where your peace comes in. Folk talk about me, but I'm still standing. I'm still here. Judge me all the while. I'm still here. But let me tell you something. You say whatever you want to say about me. But when I die and leave this world, just know, baby, there's a place where I'm going where God ain't got no problem out of me. Oh, yeah. There's a place where I'm going where ain't no more suffering, no more sickness, no more pain. You know, so God does give people free will and free choices. We got to look at that. Remember that, y'all. Even in the natural life, not just the spiritual, but the natural life, God gives people free will and free choices to do whatever they want to do. Do I believe in free will? Do I believe in free choices? Absolutely. The Bible said, choose you this day who you going to serve. I believe that wholeheartedly. I feel like if you want to do this, that's your right. If a woman want to go to another relationship, that's her right. If a man want to get in a relationship, he could talk to a girl right now and get a relationship tomorrow and say, okay, we moving in. That's their right. That's their free will. You can't stop people free will. You cannot stop people choices of what they make in life. Everybody has their own way of what they want to do and the choice that they make and the decisions that they comes out of what they want to do. If somebody want to have abortion, that's their right. Somebody want to be gay, that's their right. Somebody want to be straight, that's their right. You cannot force people to believe the way you believe. And I think that's what's wrong with this culture. We sit up there, we try to force people to believe the way we believe, and that ain't what God say. He told you to choose you this day who you will serve. So everybody has a choice. Somebody told me one day, I had a phone call, somebody told me, yeah, Moo, so and so in a relationship, they just got together and they ain't even been together all year. Now he packing his bag and then they get ready to move in together. What you think about it? I said, I don't think nothing of it. I wish them the best. You ain't gonna say nothing about it, cool about it. I said, it ain't none of my business to say. If people want to ride a mule or kiss a jackass, that's on them. That's their right. So y'all hit that like button, subscribe, favorite. I'm getting ready to get off here. But I love y'all and I thank y'all. I'm gonna see who going live. I'm gonna see who going live later. I'm gonna see who going live. You know, and if Chubbs go live, I come on her link and watch her. Or if Bam go live, I watch her. If anybody else go live today, I watch. But I know tomorrow I ain't going tomorrow. I'm gonna be cooking Thanksgiving food. I'm gonna cook all my stuff for tomorrow and then heat it back up Thursday and have everything ready. See, I do stuff early. I can't speak for nobody else. I do things early. I don't wait to do stuff in the last minute. I'm an early person. You know, people do things in the last minute and then they be trying to rush and get this done. I'm an early person. I like to do things early. I shop early. I go to the store early. I go places early. I get things done in ahead of time. I don't have to wait till the last minute to do things. That's not me. Nah, maybe some people of y'all is okay to do, but I'm speaking for me. I'm Aquarian and I'm an early man. I like to do things on time, you know. So I hope everybody has a great holiday. Like I said, hit the cash app if y'all want to. But if y'all don't have anything, I understand. You know. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. You know. And let me say this too. When Vine was live, when Vine went live and she was talking about this whole P. Diddy and Jake's thing, I was on there and I was talking, and when I was saying we on the break of the coming of the Lord, and what I meant by so many people, some people have rejected his word. What I meant by that is a lot of people taking the coming of the Lord as a joke now. They don't believe that the Lord is coming back. They don't believe it. They feel like they got more time to play, more time to beef, more time to joke around, do this, that, and the third. They feel like God ain't coming to rapture his people. This is me speaking in general. And I said the reason why God is allowing some things to happen is because so many people rejected his word and some people have stopped praying. They rather serve these politics than rather serve God. But the way America is going, we in a submissive will of God. You think you seeing some stuff now? You ain't seen nothing yet. It's some more stuff he finna let happen. Simply because so many people that reject praying and seeking his face. Now you got a right to your title to believe the way you believe. You can serve whoever you want to serve. But the Bible tells me at the name of Jesus, he said every knee gonna bow. That means the president, the governor, the mayor, the judge, the Supreme Court, everybody gonna have to stand before God and give an account to everything you do. Man can't judge you, woman can't judge you. Sisters and brothers can't judge you. I don't care how many contents they put out about you. God is the main person that's going to judge you when it's the end. He's going to judge you. And you can't tell the Lord, well, I didn't know that I was doing such and such. I didn't know that me and this person was beefing. I didn't know that this was happening. That was happening. I didn't know that I was treating this person wrong, that I was doing all this stuff. Because everything you do is on your record. Everyone has a record. You got a natural record down here, and you got a spiritual record. So everything you do, God writing it down. He see everything. He see everything. How you treat people is on the record. How you judge people is on the record. That's why I say we in a submissive will of God. He's finna let some stuff happen. You watch when I tell you. You watch. We're gonna see. The Lord was showing me. He said 2025 is gonna be a year of chaos. We're gonna see some stuff. Y'all watch when I tell you. Y'all watch. We're gonna see some stuff. You think this? You just like I told y'all back in 2023, going into 2024. I told people on CMA's platform we was gonna see some stuff. I said this year was gonna be a year of death and a year of shaking. And look what happened. Look what you've been seeing. Death, artists, celebrities, death, death. People just getting out of here. And the sad part about it, the sad and scary part about it, they just getting out of here quicker than you think. And none of us don't know when or where when God called our number. But he got a day set. He got a day set. Just like he got a day set how you treat people. He got a day set when he put repercussion on you. Oh yes, he do. He got a day set for you. How you treat people. God ain't gonna forget how you stab. How you stab and ruined your tongue on his people. How you got so wicked and did what you did. He ain't forgot. And people don't know reaping is coming. Reaping is coming. How you treat people, how you judge folk, you gonna reap. You gonna reap everything you sow. Some people think they gonna make it to heaven just by being wicked and evil. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. That's why so many relationships is breaking up. Home because they reaping. God ain't approving to next relationships because you done the first person so wrong, so now you're reaping. Some folks just getting a taste of their own medicine, and this is not judging. This is facts. What I'm telling you, there's some people reaping in their relationships. God ain't gonna prove in you. You think God gonna give you a pass if you didn't treat that individual so wrong and abuse that person with your tongue? Because sometimes relationships don't have to just be necessary physically abuse with your hand. Sometimes you can take so much by a person's tongue. Sometimes a person's tongue can be a spiritual and physically cancer killer. They can kill people with their tongue. about the things they say. You can go around and view that false narrative all you want to talk about some sticks and stone may break my bone, but words never hurt me. That's a damn lie. Words can hurt. Words can hurt. How do you know? Let somebody that you had your back for 5 or 6 years and they turn on you. Words can hurt. Yeah, I don't have to say nothing, but I'm talking. It'll hurt because you didn't feel like you cried and you didn't put everything, your heart in friendships, and people turn on you and everything. Well, I just love this person and I thought this person was cool. Well, sometimes the things you love can disappoint you. Sometimes the things you love by certain folk can disappoint you. And the ones that disappoint you, them the ones that turn into a snake. Oh yes, I'm telling truth. So you gotta watch out for these snake spirits. Let me tell y'all a story. What my father told me. Now my father is from the country. He's from Mississippi, but he said something that was so true, and I'm getting ready to get off here. He said there was a young girl that was in the woods, and you know, country folks they know how to make up good stories. He said there was a young girl that was in the car with her mama, and she was driving and she saw the snake was tangled up on the phone pole. Snake was crying, help, 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 help. And the mama told the girl, don't get out the car. Don't get out the car. If you get out that car and try to say that snake gonna bite you. She said, Mama, it ain't nothing but just a small snake. It ain't gonna do nothing. So she got out the car and she went in that woods and she began to run. She said, help, help me, please, sis, help me. Please, please help me. Please help me. And she said, I got you, Mr. Snake. I got you. I'm finna save you. She began to climb that phone pole and untangle that snake. And she put this, watch this, she put the snake on her shoulder. Now, this is going to be a lesson learned for everybody, even on these YouTube content creators that had to deal with snakes, folks, that thought that was loyal, but the whole time they were snakes. She put that snake on her shoulders. And when she put that snake on her shoulder, she climbed all the way down. And when she climbed all the way down, my father said that she put the snake down and the snake turned around and bit her. And she started shouting out, Mr. Snake, why did you bite me? I didn't do nothing but try to be your friend. I didn't do nothing but treated you respect. I thought you was like a friend to me. I rescued you. I saved you from the woods. You was tied up on the phone pole. I did everything in my power, even when my mama told me not to get out of the car. So my question to you is, I have done nothing but show mercy and been loyal to be a friend to you. Why would you bite me? That snake looked at her and told her, I'm still a snake, and went on about his business. There's some people that you are fooling with right now that are snakes, but they not gonna tell you. And they're the ones that you gotta cut ties from. Them the ones that you gotta leave alone because they'll try to use things against you. Some people are still Snakes. They don't care. You think you got a person back, you got their back all the time, and they got your back all this time, and next thing you know, they going over certain platforms and doing this and doing that, and they treating you wrong, dogging you out. And it can even people in your personal life. It don't just have to be people on YouTube. It can be people in personal life. They don't care how they treat you. You got some folks snakes in relationships. Going around letting the outsider running inside in your home. And the Bible said what God joined together, let no man put us under. The reason why so many people can't stay together because you done allow poison snakes to put you under. Some folk, you sisters, and got girlfriends that jealous of your man, and they don't want you to have nobody. Because they ain't got nobody. And if they do got somebody, they done treated the individual so wrong, so they want to try to come in your life to dog your man out. You got to be careful how you run your mouth, because you can't blame the devil of everything. Some things you can cause. You got to look within yourself. I know people don't like this, what I'm saying, but this is true. And I'm almost through. So I hope everybody share this live and hear what I'm saying. The enemy got a net, y'all, and he's catching God's people. Those that right, he's catching them and snatching them in his net. You got to be careful. You got to make sure you are rooted and grounded by the master. You got to make sure that your heart is pure in this season, because you can't let everybody in your life. Others gonna come and others gonna leave, but you only gonna get growth the ones that are real and loyal. Because at the end of the day, God will bring them down to themselves. But they gotta be sick and tired to be sick and tired. They gotta want peace of themselves, because you can't make peace with everybody that don't want to make peace with themselves. That's the problem in this world. We want to try to make amends with everybody, and no good way in the world. Everybody don't want to make no amends. Everybody don't want peace. They just want to use stuff against you. And half of the folk that you making amends with is snakes. They on the phone. You think I give a damn about this girl, about this boy? I'm just using him to get numbers. I don't give a damn. And you don't know what folk could say behind you behind closed doors. You don't know. Guard your heart. Be careful what you see through your eye gate and what you hear through your ear gate. Guard it. Never find the ear arguing with the mouth, because the ear is the ear of listening and the mouth is slow to speak. And what you got to realize, there is power in being quiet. And if some people walk out of your life, let them go. And there's nothing wrong with being alone. But if you chose to be in peace, and you made it preparation in your mind that tell the Lord, Lord, this year I just want peace. In 2025, I'm walking in a new journey. If that's what you want to do, that is your right. You ain't got to take everybody on your journey. You ain't got to tell people. You ain't even got to make no announcements. You ain't, oh my God, you ain't even got to put it on your community posts to tell people where you're going and where God didn't bless you with. Just go in peace. Go. Don't bring these cancer killers with you. Folk will kill you with their tongues. You think they happy for your relationship and your victory, they talking against you. Yes, I believe God give people free will and free choices to do it, but you can't tell everybody. Everybody's not glad for you. So I tell people, all this beef and all this stuff ain't worth it. It ain't worth it because life is too short to to fall out over petty stuff. Y'all saw the situation that happened with Bishop Jakes. Almost had a stroke. That could have been and the truth be told, that man could have died. And that could have been a shaking of everybody. See, we got to take stuff seriously. We got to take stuff seriously. You know, got to be careful how we trash people because people are still human. Regardless of the mistakes that they make, they are human. Nobody is perfect but the good Lord Himself. We all gonna fall short, but we striving for perfection. Matthew 5 verses 48 said, "Be ye therefore perfect, which is your Father in heaven perfect." Now, that word perfect means strive. That means you striving for perfection. You striving to do better. That means God is working on you. He's making you perfect in His word. That means you praying more, you seeking more, you doing better more. Hey, Triple, good to see you. That's what perfect means. Read that scripture. Just if you have your if you one of these days if you get your Bible, read Matthew, I believe, chapter 5, verses 48, where Jesus was telling people, "Be ye therefore perfect, which your Father in heaven is perfect." That perfect word means striving. That means you striving for perfection. That means you striving to do better. You striving to live right. You striving to walk right. You striving to treat people right. You striving to walk in His word. You striving to live a good life. That's what being perfect is. Now, I know you can't live it by yourself because people ask me, hey, Triple, how can I live perfect by myself? You can't. It got to take God, the power of God to make you. That means you got to pray. And when God, let me say this, when God bless you in this season, don't make no announcements. Don't tell everybody. Because there's some folk that right now they're ready to praise your downfall. There's some people that want to just see you die so they can have something good to say about you when you're gone. Oh, yeah, I don't want to hear this. See, I'm old school, so that's how I was brought up by old grandparents. So I have them young, but I got an old soul. Some people that'll praise your downfall, and they don't want to see you make it. Sometimes you just got to stand on your own. You can't have everybody to praise your happiness. There's some folk that's ready to see you fall. They don't care. You gotta guard your heart in this season. And if people, watch this, if people walk out of your life and they have shown their true colors and this is how they feel about you, do not waste your time trying to insinuate yourself, explain yourself about what all you did for a person. Let them go and you go in peace. Let them go. Even, I don't care, even if you try and they don't receive your forgiveness, let them go. Because as long as you do your part, God's hands is still on you. See, you can't let people intimidate your happiness and stop what God desires for you. This is what He desires. If they don't like your happiness, your blessing, your miracle, your victory, the house that you got, the car that you got, they don't like the relationship you in, they can be uncomfortable, but you're going to enjoy it. Sometimes you got to say, hey, look, I love you, but I'm not going to allow you to keep praising my downfall because you ain't happy. I'm not going to allow you to keep going this way and that way and this way, that way. And then you want to try to defame my name because you not blessed. I'm in a season where I'm just in peace now. I'm in peace. Why y'all think y'all don't see me going back and forth with folks? I'm getting too old. Stuff some of these folks do is childish. Paul said, when I was a child, I was taught as a child. And he said, when I got older, the Bible said he put away childish things. Some people have not put away childish things. They grown, but they not grown in the head. Just because you pay bills don't make you grown. Just because you got out don't make you grown. There's a whole lot of people that got houses and bills, but they not grown in the head. They not mature because they still arguing over petty and childish stuff. They have not got over their childish. They get on these social medias and make up things and just to get numbers and start back and forth, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And some folks you just be like, man, it's childish. And don't lose no sleep over people that's being childish. Don't do it because it's not worth it. You getting worked up and the hell with them. I don't give a damn. Fuck them. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then all of a sudden you doing all that for nothing. You're not meeting these people in real life. You may talk to them, but you ain't meeting them in real life. Some of these folks that you now can you meet some of these people? Absolutely. But half of these people is a worth the time. I'm being real. I'm not telling you things what I heard. Half of these folks ain't gonna pull up. Half of these people ain't gonna knock on your door. They just gonna keep making videos, 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 videos. That's why I don't get worked up over it. I don't get worked up over it. Because they need numbers. That's right, Triple. They need numbers so bad. They need numbers so bad. And sometimes you can be in peace. And a lot of times you don't have to do nothing for an individual to talk about you. Some people just talk about you because they want to find something to go on. They want to look up something that's so old. And then they'll lie so quick and say, well, this was recently. No, it wasn't as old. You looking at something that's old way in the past, finding old videos. But what you just did, you just took it and downloaded and try to make it new to put it on your channel. So you can find fault, so you can talk about. And let me say this. If you don't want to get triggered by people, guard your heart. If you don't want to get triggered by these so-called haters on these YouTube streets, don't watch them. That's my advice to you. Don't look at these snakes. Wow, keep reading. Now you can do whatever you want to do because the topic is God give people free will and free choices. You can do whatever you want to do with yourself. But is it worth it? Is it worth your time? Is it worth your energy? Oh yeah, I'm telling the truth because a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, uh, he said this and she said that. I'm learning in this season how to stay humble. I'm learning because there is power in being quiet. See, in order to go in the next level in your season, you can't take everybody with you. Am I talking right? You cannot take everybody with you. I don't care how good you love them. Sometimes the things you love by people is the ones that'll disappoint you. Sometimes the things, let me say that again because I felt that in my spirit. The things you love can disappoint you. You be thinking, and let me say this too. Some of this stuff you got to be careful how you make friendship with people on these YouTube streets. Because the people that you make friends with and they turn around and they didn't fall out with you, they will take stuff and use it against you. Don't be telling everybody your private business and your information, what you got going on in your house or your marriage. Your relationship's supposed to be sacred. Don't nobody supposed to know your business but you and God. Nobody don't supposed to know what you got going on. You get on here telling your business, and then when y'all fall out, then they use that stuff against you. Then you break down crying, talking about you sick of this. This ain't nothing but the trick of the enemy. I'm gonna get off YouTube. No, it ain't the enemy. It's yourself. One thing you got to realize: three things you got to know for sure: God, the devil, and yourself. Some things God can allow, some things the enemy can allow, and some things you can cause on yourself. But see, people don't see it like that. They just blame the devil over everything. The devil made me fall out with this person. No, you did it. You done told your business. So now she didn't put your business out in the front street because you thought this person was real and the whole time he was being a snake. Whole time he was being a cancer killer. He was killing people with their tongue. Snatching people like the devil, putting them in the net, wrapping them up. You can't tell everybody your business. Even when you walk into the next level, being happy, guard your heart. Don't send away yourself and surround yourself by negative people that don't want to see you make it. Let me say this. Why would you keep constantly? And God is telling you to leave these folk alone. I done gave you some peace, and now you trying to destroy by insinuating yourself to keep feeding into, help me, Lord, to keep feeding in to foolishness. Telling people your business. My man, that's none of their that's nobody business what you got going on in your marriage. You better be careful. I know sometimes we looking for a friend, and we looking for people to lean on, and as that song say off a Toy Story, you got a friend in me. I know you looking for, but everybody ain't your friend. You better guard your heart. In this season, you better guard it. So we got to ask ourselves, what is we gaining out of this? Is it worth it? Does God give people free will and the free choices to do what they going to do? Absolutely. Everybody got a right. If somebody want to be gay, that's their right. If somebody want to be straight, that's their right. If somebody feel like they didn't met a person online and now they in a relationship and now they want to 7 days later to move in together, that's their right. People should, I just feel like people, when it comes to our culture, we need to learn how to just pray for people and save ourselves. And stop trying to fix our mouth to talk about other folk when you know you got stuff going on in your house. How in the world you gonna fix your mouth to criticize about somebody's relationship when you done got some messed up problems? You talking about this individual, oh, she did this to me, but what did you do? What did you do? Got memes. Say they memes on these social media, and half of them is still boy. And let me say this: half of these folk that doing all this doxing and trolling, some of them dealing with stuff in their personal life, and some of them don't even know how to be loved because they never had it. Some of them got generational curses, and they don't even know how to break the curse off their life. They trying to break the curse off of everybody else's life, but they can't even see that they got stuff going on, and demons and spirits are going on in their life. The Bible said that when a person carries a demon in them, it leads to 7 more demons. There's people that got 7 more demons and they fighting in them. They fighting, they torment their mind. And when people are demon possessed and they wrestling with spirits, you can't argue with persons like that. The Bible say release them. You got to let them go. And what is the purpose of you trying to argue with somebody? You gonna argue yourself in the early grave, trying to tell somebody what they should do and do this, that. Listen, if somebody fighting and wrestling demons and got stuff in them, let them go. And they don't want to listen to what you say, let them go. Because God has their day set. And whatever a man soweth, those shall he reap. You gonna reap what you sow. When your tongue have lashed God's children, Keep on doing evil. When your lips have sold it out physically to the wicked, you're going to reap. Because God ain't forgot how you stabbed his people. He ain't forgot how you talked about them. And then when you got sick, you needed him. Let me tell you something. It was a young girl that told me a long time ago her mama was so evil and wrong. She treated this man so bad to the point where she talked about his health. Next thing you know, she took sick. And when she was in the hospital, the young girl looked at it and said, I don't know why God is allowing my mama to suffer the way she suffered. Said, what happened? Even though she was evil, she was ate all up. Doctor said you can put your hands and see the holes in her body while she was being eaten alive. And she said, I just can't understand why God allowed this to happen. And my grandmother, that was 97, leaned over to the girl and told her, she said, baby, let me tell you something. You don't know what your mother done behind closed doors. She said, what you mean? She said, sometimes these lips can poison people. These lips can draw out and draw people away and cuss out folks. See, God ain't gonna let you get a pass. He ain't gonna let you die until you reach some of that stuff that you doing. I don't care who it is. Outside YouTube content creators, you gonna reap good seed or bad. You gonna reap. This is reaping season. You gonna reap. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but you damn sure gonna respect me and love me. Because there's nothing you can do about it. There's folk know what they doing, but gonna reap. That's why I don't understand how can people sleep at night and you doing evil with all them demons you wrestling with. You wicked. You got to the point don't believe in God. You want to torment folks and be so wicked. How can you be so evil and still try to sleep at night knowing that your heart is dirty? How can you sleep knowing that you're so wicked? How can you sleep and close your eyes and fix your lips to close your mouth and breathe amongst God's wind? How can you sleep when you know you ain't forgiving that person? And sometimes God will allow you to sleep, but the next day he'll allow repercussion. He will allow repercussion to happen to you because the way you treat people. That's why a lot of some of these relationships break up, because God ain't gonna never prove who the next person you get with, because you reaping. You think you trying to find happiness with the next person, and you didn't dog the first person out, and you think God gonna let you get a pass? No, you gonna reap, and when he put it on you, you gonna know you been got. So if you listen to me, Joy, Chevy, stay focused. No matter what people say about you, you live right. You live right. Because God does not waste his trials and tribulations of folk that ain't going nowhere. See, what you went through is a storm. And now that you in peace, you ain't got to get tormented by none of these folk or what they say about you. None of it. So let these people say what they gonna say. God is your defense. There's power in being quiet. You ain't got to situate yourself. I mean, you got free will to talk about whatever you want to talk about on your platform. Do whatever you want to do. If they speaking on your name and there's certain things you feel, that's fine. But to go back and forth over childish stuff, no. No sleep over no rascals that still living miserable. So y'all just stay encouraged. You don't see me. Let me tell you the reason why I walked away. And I'm about to get off here. And y'all make sure y'all share this content. I walked away because a lot of times this stuff ain't worth it. And I understand people like, I don't never see Mookie make content. All he do is upload video. How come he don't go? Because I got a life outside of this. I got a family. I got nieces. I got nephews to take care of. I got a mother. I got life outside of this. Bills. You think I'm gonna insinuate myself going back and forth with people? When I walked away in peace. It wasn't because I was a coward. It wasn't because I was scared. It's because I had to learn God had to be my defense. And this ain't even worth of doing. The reason why people can mention your name because some folks ain't about nothing. They want to use your name for content. They want to use your name for numbers. So they want to just build they platform by just talking about you and saying stuff. Now, if you roasting and gagging, that's different. But I left to go in peace. Because let me tell you something. We on the brink of the coming of the Lord. And if there ever was a time to get serious and get closer to God, it's now. Triple, the Lord showed me when I was praying. I told people before 2024 came in here, I was on CMA's platform. It was one of his platforms. I think it was his other 4C game channel. I told people, and I don't know if a lot of people paid attention, but I knew God was speaking to me because somebody hit me up and said everything that you were saying. I knew it was God that was talking to you. Did you want But I start going on Mike's panel and I start talking about what the Lord began to show me. I'm sorry, y'all. That was one of my family coming in. They cooking and getting some stuff together. So I'm gonna be doing some cooking tomorrow. I'm doing my Thanksgiving food early, so I'm gonna have everything heat up. So when Thursday come, I can reheat the food up and everything. Somebody say, "Oh, you a man? You cook?" Yes. Ain't nothing wrong with men's cooking. Because a man cook don't make you no punk. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes a woman can just don't have to just always cook. A man can cook too. Because a man get in the kitchen and whoop up something for a woman or anybody don't make you no punk. You just believe what you want to believe. See, I was raised by the best. My grandmama taught me how to cook. My grandparents was married for 60 years. And everything I learned from them. I cook every day. Every day. When I was on CMA's panel, I think it was last year, and it was a time I think Mike's father passed. The Lord started showing me, and it was getting close to 2024. I told the people, I said, we in a submissive will of God. He finna let some things happen. We finna see some stuff that we thought that we would never see. That's what I said. I said that this year is gonna be a year of shaking and a year of death. We finna see some stuff. God is finna shake the nation. And that's what you see. That's what you see now. You see it's happening. You see death have taken place. You see people dying. You see how this election went. And you think that this is the ending? No. We about to see 2025, we're going to see some stuff. You watch when I tell you. God is not through. And I believe the reason why God is allowing things the way it's happening because so many people have stopped praying. So many people have stopped praying. They rather fear these politics than rather fear God. You can fear the politics all you want, but the Bible said at the name of Jesus, every knee gonna have to bow. So the judge, the Supreme Court, anybody gonna have to stand before God when it's all over. So we're gonna see some stuff. But I also believe there are some people that is going to be in 2025 that's going to walk with a new life, and then there's going to be other people that's still going to try to be and bring up stuff that happened last year. You watch when I tell you, I feel that in my heart. I don't have no, without a shadow of a doubt. I feel in my spirit there is going to be people in 20 by the end of this year going into 2025. There's going to be some people that's going to walk in peace, and there's going to be people that's still on these YouTube still trying to go back at it. You watch when I tell you, there's going to be folk that are going to try to bring up your past. They're going to try to bring up everything that happened in 2024 or what you done and you didn't move past. You watch when I tell you. Y'all watch. Just watch. There's gonna be some people that's gonna even pull you in to some stuff that you don't got nothing to do. Watch when I tell you. But it's up to you to engage it, dwell on it, or walk away from it. So y'all like, subscribe, favorite, and I need everybody to share this channel. The goal is for me to get 1,000, really, to get 1,000 subscribers. But y'all at least help me. If y'all can share this channel to help me to get at least, I'm about almost at 300. But I need everybody to share this channel and at least help me get 500 before I can reach 1,000. And if y'all can do that, tag everybody and say, let's get Mookie up. Let's get him back up again. Let's get him back up. Because, you know, I support people that support me. And we YouTubers, content creators, got to start supporting each other. We shouldn't have no clicks, no picks and shoot. We supposed to love everybody. I don't care if they got small subscribers, big subscribers, media subscribers, however you call it. Everybody's supposed to support everybody. We shouldn't have to wait till a person to die to support them. What does God got to do to get your attention? Do he got to take somebody out for you to get it right? So I love y'all. Like, subscribe, favorite. And if y'all want to hit that cash app, it's $ Mookie the Man Brown 30. That is $ Mookie the Man Brown 30. So I love y'all. Peace out. Y'all share this live.